Hello. It's very good to see you. I'm well. I would say it's pretty busy at the moment, and obviously following the COVID situation, which I'd love to get your view on.
Yeah.
And then obviously we have some news inwards as well, so that would be good to discuss. But yes, keep well. Thank you.
One of the main reasons why I was keen on meeting you is, as you know, that we have a sudden upsurge of cases in our country, and I'm making an appeal personally to all the representatives of the international community to try and give the fullest support possible. And I notice with great happiness that touchwood, the numbers in UK have come down dramatically, and I was happy to note that about a day ago there was 0 deaths, which is most welcome, and we are very happy for you. Sri Lanka needs urgent help and assistance, especially in the area of vaccines, the need for field hospitals, because the numbers are increasing and the existing health structure is under so much pressure, and it's very challenging for the health authorities in our country. There's a need for ICU beds, ventilators, oxygen machines, and a whole plethora of equipment, life-saving equipment. So I wanted to take this opportunity to make a very humble request on behalf of the people of Sri Lanka for UK to do its maximum possible, to the maximum possible extent, try to provide us with the support necessary. I think there is an urgent need to accelerate the vaccination process. Countries such as yours, the United States, and some countries in Europe, and also Israel. Israel is being used as a quite distinct and successful example of how 60 to 70% vaccination of the community would actually give some sort of herd immunity, although it remains to be seen whether that alone is adequate. I think with the vaccinations you still have to wear the masks and keep the social distance. That would be the most cautious way to go about. And yesterday we learned that in India there had been a further complication which related to B1617, the Indian strand, where there's some talk about an additional fungal infection. That's a new challenge, new health challenge. So the basic objective of the meeting is to try and encourage United Kingdom, your great country, to support Sri Lanka's health system to the maximum possible extent.
Well, no, thank you very much for inviting me in. It's I think this is obviously a key issue to discuss. So first of all, thank you for your good wishes for the reduced number of cases and the situation in the UK. Indeed, as you say, a very welcome downward trajectory, and we've had a period of lockdown, and we are going through a measured sort of release of that lockdown, and some big announcements this week, for example, around travel and road ratings and that sort of thing. So there will be a sort of steady set of announcements and reviews as we come out of that period. But as you can see, it's been there's been a very clear trajectory on the numbers in relation to that, and at the same time vaccine numbers going up. So I think to pick up on your requests, I think we're well aware, and I've spoken to the MFR about perspective and what Sri Lanka may need, and obviously we hope that the measures that are being put in place will have a downward trend, but are aware that this is the biggest sort of set of numbers that we've seen. I think the first thing to say is that the UK has put a lot of support into COVAX. which is how we wanted to make sure that we were playing our part to get that global vaccination. So I think it's £548 million that have gone into COVAX, a scheme that really was looking at vaccinating 20% of each of the countries that needed it, and that has been one of the very big sort of steps that we have taken. At the moment, I think it's interesting to hear that you list some of the things that you think Sri Lanka may need, and I know that we're in touch with authorities here on what that looks like as the situation develops, and perhaps what might be forthcoming. At the moment we're still in our vaccination programme. There is not a surplus available at the moment, but of course we take note of the requests and understand. I know that the vaccine programme started with a number of, we've obviously had some Covishield, seeing some of the other producers now, so we're obviously watching closely and seeing how that develops as well. Thank you very much.
I'm meeting the South Korean ambassador tomorrow.
Santush.
Yeah, I have not met him before.
Oh,
South Korean.
Yes, that's right. He uses a nickname, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And hopefully we are meeting the EU on Friday.
Okay, very good. Very good.
With Ambassador Charlie.
Excellent.